my way, I'm taking it. And when you're young and hungry like this, it's hard to be somebody that's young, hungry, talented, and it's hard to be somebody that had fun doing what they're doing. And I love doing this. Like I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this because it's all I know, right. And I'm in here having fun and doing my thing. So when they know you fighting a guy like that, they're shot with you. So right. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and they can't keep hiding for too long, and I will be world champion.
What's happening, y'all? I had to play that shit like a fucking introduction. You heard me? I had to play that because things with Jaron Ennis is slowly heating up. I gotta watch my mouth though because I can't really say slowly. He moving slowly because he actually moving fast. He moving faster than a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? Around his age. You know, he's you know what I'm saying, making a name for himself very quickly. And I'ma help him, nigga. Cause I don't give a fuck. It is what it is, you hear me? So as y'all come into the video, y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. I'm gonna do my part. Y'all already know, man. Jaron Ennis is one of my favorite fighters coming up right now. He coming up in the ranks fast. You know what I'm saying? And the shit he talking, right, is just giving me predator-like vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's showing that he you know what I'm saying, he a predator in this shit. He want all the smoke. I just don't take this nigga for one of them other guys who also young, because I think Jaron Ennis on like 24 years old. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think, you know, with him, all I know is he in his lower 20s. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on his exact age, but I look at some of the other fighters around his age or whatever, and I be like, man, these niggas like, I ain't gonna say I don't like them, but nah, I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is like, they give me like, they like jokey joke. They give you like trolling vibes. This nigga giving you like predator like vibes. They give you like fucking, you know, they jokesters and shit. Like these niggas be trolling and doing all types of bitch ass shit. He give you like that old school type of nigga. Like he, you know, you can tell he ain't really. I don't know how he act personally because I don't got no ties to the camp or no shit like that. I ain't got no inside sources or none of those things, but I can just tell off the energy he give off. He ain't one of them niggas who just be playing all the time and shit. Like how Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, niggas like that. Like, see how they act, and then you see how he act. He don't act like them. Niggas like Rolly. Who else is it? Who act, you know what I'm saying? Just be acting like little girls and shit sometimes. A lot of times. You know, he don't give you that type of vibe. He just don't. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas more like serious and shit over there. You know what I'm saying? He got a real deal trainer, his pops. And you gotta show them a lot of respect over there because they act like old school fighters and shit. They just give you that old school feeling. But Jaron Ennis, man, this interview from Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to Blue Blood. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe if you ain't subscribed already, which I'm sure y'all is. And smash that like button. But Jaron Ennis, man, he did this interview with Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis said that, you know, he want that smoke with Crawford Errol Spence. He constantly calling these guys' names out, and he constantly going out. Even though I can't see him beating Errol Spence. I really can't. You know what I'm saying? I must admit. But this ain't even about that because he got plenty of show until, you know what I'm saying, that time do come in. Ain't even time for him to fight somebody like Spence. But recently, right, people been talking about Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford should be fighting, right? In this interview, Blue Blood said him and Terence Crawford make a lot of sense. It depends on. Actually, I disagree with that. It don't make a lot of sense. I try to put emphasis on that. It don't, because Jaron Ennis still on the come up making a name for himself. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, right, when younger fighters come up and they fight somebody with a big ass name, even though Terence Crawford ain't got no big ass name, but somebody who been in the game for a while, who a lot of boxing fans know. You know what I'm saying? The problem with that type of scenario is when shit like that happens, right? It's like a landslide. One guy name solidified in this shit. One guy making his name. It's like he making his name off of you. So if you lose, right? I'm talking about Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure who I pick. I want to see a little more for Jaron Ennis before I can say he gonna beat Terence Crawford. I really do. I gotta see a little more. Not saying he can't. I ain't saying it's not a possibility. I just saying I gotta see him. He looks great, nigga. Fast, strong. He kind of look like he do a lot of shit that Terence Crawford do, actually. But he actually look bigger and he look stronger right now. He do. But I can't gauge it all the way like how I want to, because he ain't getting there with that with somebody like. I'm trying to think who I want to see Jaron in this fight. For real, because him versus Terence Crawford not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jump on the train when everybody was talking about how him and Terence Crawford should fight. I understand, yeah, he open and shit like that, but at the same time, like, and they ain't trying to protect these younger guys either. If these niggas say they ready, throw them in the smoke. But me being around boxing for the time I've been around, so the little that I do know, you know what I'm saying? I got to throw out the little that I do know. Cause I ain't one of them niggas that think he know everything. I ain't want to be a nigga that think he know everything. Cause if you know everything, you can't learn shit. But the little that I do know, that shit ain't happening. And niggas is not in a fucking right mind gonna put Jaron Ennis in there with Terence Crawford this early. Not gonna happen. Errol Spence, on the other hand, I feel like that's definitely not gonna happen, because Errol Spence is the biggest name in the division, and when it comes to big ass names like that, you kind of gotta like at least make yourself a name, because that way you ain't a liability. You actually bringing something to the table. Actually, you bringing the table to the table. If you build your name up how it's supposed to be first, and it works out both for all parties, because that way Errol Spence get a fat ass check. You know what I'm saying? It's worth something with him even giving you a shot, right? And you get a fat ass check for being a fighter you come. You know, just like he said, it's all he knows. So, you know, the nigga gonna, you know, he get into the bag. Shit gonna work out for him if you make yourself the name you're supposed to be. Then fight Errol Spence. By that time, being realistic, you know, this is probably Errol Spence last year at 147, you know what I'm saying, with the unification finna be wrapped up, and you know, when he go 154, Jaron Ennis want to stay at 147 because he's still, you know what I'm saying, making himself a name. He gotta get some niggas out the way, so he get his little smoke at 147, and then he come out on top as the man if he can do that, which I believe is very possible. Then him and Earl can get it in. Everybody eats beef. That's how I see that shit with the little knowledge that I do have. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got much knowledge as you fucking geniuses and shit. Everybody a genius and all, but you know, that's another story. It's another story. But that nigga Jaron is a dog, man. I like that nigga energy, man. For real. I really do, man. It ain't nothing like watching this boxing shit, seeing a nigga like him come up, like, man, like, nigga, what's up? Because you watching the older niggas go out the door. That's what we watching right now. A lot of the older niggas heading out. You got niggas like Sean already. He done. We got Keith Thurman doing all this rah-rah talk because he finna fight a nigga named Mario Barrios, who's a fucking 140-pounder, who tanked the knockdown. That nigga is on his way out the door also, but he one of them niggas that don't want to admit it. He one of them, you know what I'm saying? He like Apple the rat, Apple Martinez. The nigga did the dirt, ratted, came back out eventually off witness protection, saying, you know what I'm saying, saying this and this and this, saying all this little shit. And he went back to the streets. He thought he was gonna be the man, came back to Harlem and got smoked. You know what I'm saying? You see how that shit ended? He got smoked because he didn't want to fucking admit, nigga, I'm done. That shit over with. And that's what type of nigga Keith Thurman is. So it's gonna take for a nigga to smoke him to get him the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because right now he just living off some old shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of old rats come home. They come home still trying to live off that old ass motherfucking name what a nigga did back in the day. Like a nigga give a fuck. And when these young niggas come through, wet you up, get you the fuck on up out of here. Check them out. So that's what it's gonna take. A nigga like Jaron Ennis. That's who the fuck I believe really should be giving him a shot. Keith Thurman. Because we all know what he did with Earl. That's all another, you know, everybody know that. But, you know, I'm just saying. I think he should be the one. It take for a nigga like Jaron Ennis come through, smoke that nigga Keith Thurman, get him the fuck out of here, then he the man. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, Jaron Ennis is my nigga, man. Errol Spence my nigga. Been my nigga, but I you know, Errol Spence got too much experience to me, you know. When that time come, Jaron Ennis don't look at nigga like Errol Spence like how we look at him. You can tell him when you bring him up, he like, nigga, boy, nigga, what you mean? he just ain't got the same type, because he a killer. He a predator. He ain't looking at him, because we fans. He ain't looking at it like that. He like, nigga, I'm taking anybody out. And I respect him for that. And it is what it is, man. So y'all hit that like button. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit I'm talking about. Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Cause I seen niggas trying to sick the nigga old Crawford and shit. And that'll be some wild shit too if Crawford was to fight that nigga whoop Crawford ass, man. That shit'll be wild, man. But y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.